Hey everyone, I'm Dhruv from Freefall Interface, and today I want to talk about something a lot of people who come to know about Malleant are inquisitive about, which is how does Malleant stack up against Reaper integrated workflows? A little recap. Malleant is a game audio pipeline tool that lets you use your VSTs with middlewares and game engines, and then batch prints the effects onto your audio assets without the need of a DAW. In my opinion, there are three key differences. The first and the most major one being in-context DSP processing. The prototyping phase of Malleant works on the live signal, and the processing can happen on in-game event calls. That means you can audition your DSP settings based on the actual in-game render before printing. In contrast, Reaper integrations are more akin to a pointing tool. It can be incredibly fast, but it is still an accelerated version of going back and forth between two different sessions. And that is under the assumption that all your team members have access to the original Reaper session while using the same plugins. This especially holds true in large dialogue editing workflows. The second one being integrations beyond Wwise. This can be commonly confused, but Malleant is not a dependent tool. It is a standalone software with API integrations and a dedicated UI. Upon release, Malleant will be compatible with Wwise, Unreal, Unity, Perforce, as well as operating directly on local files, with dedicated support and patch fixes, as opposed to having a multitude of Reaper scripts from various sources. Now, the final major difference that I believe exists, which is having a smaller learning curve. Malleant is a packaged application for prototyping, VST hosting, and batch exporting with a UI. And it is much more intuitive for anyone transitioning from a linear workflow into a game audio workflow. That being said, Reaper workflows are about much more than just DSP processing and versioning of assets in-game. Which brings me to my final point. Malleant is not meant to replace Reaper workflows. Reaper integrations with any middleware or any game engine offer access to the original layer of the asset. This Malleant cannot do. Additionally, Reaper workflows go beyond just your in-game behavior. They're also about creation, and that is something that Malleant does not hope to tackle. However, at the crux of it, both are different ways of approaching a common problem, which is the ability to make changes to your in-game assets without disrupting workflow, be it via DSP or via layering. The ability to have multiple solutions to a single problem is how workflows evolve. Malleant can't and won't replace your Reaper workflows, but it can offer a more targeted solution to one of the problems faced by the game audio industry. It also doesn't hurt that Malleant will be a one-time purchase, no subscriptions. Plus, the beta is live and free for everyone right now. And that's it for a brief comparison sprinkled with a little bit of a sales pitch. If there are any opinions on this comparison, I'd love to have a discussion about it in the comments, or have people on for one-on-one demos. Thanks, and see ya.